Title: The Clockmaker's Gift. The old clock shop sat at the corner of Willow Street, tucked between a bakery and a forgotten bookstore. Its wooden sign creaked in the wind, letters faded but still proud, H. Carter, clocks repaired since 1953. Inside, time itself seemed to hum softly. The walls were filled with clocks, doll ones, tiny ones, golden, wooden, cuckoo, digital, each ticking in its own rhythm. And in the middle of it all sat Henry Carter, a man whose life had become one long, quiet tick. Henry had been fixing clocks for nearly 70 years. He had seen them all: broken gears, cracked glass, hearts that refused to beat. His hands were steady, even at 82, and his eyes still glimmered with the same patience that had guided him since his youth. But lately, something had changed. The clocks still ticked, but he felt hollow inside, as if his own clock had started to slow. Customers came less often, and the once busy shop had grown silent. He did not mind the quiet, not really, but sometimes, he found himself listening for a heartbeat that was not there. Then one rainy afternoon, the doorbell jingled. A young woman stepped in, holding a small, silver pocket watch. Her hands trembled as she spoke. "It belonged to my father," she said. "It stopped the day he passed away. I thought maybe you could." Henry took the watch gently. It was beautifully made, delicate engravings, worn edges, the kind of craftsmanship that spoke of love. He opened the back and saw a single gear missing, replaced by rust and time. "It is not beyond saving," he said softly. "But it will take patience." The woman smiled, tears shining in her eyes. "He used to say that too." For the next few days, Henry worked on the watch. Each screw, each click of his tools seemed to echo something inside him. He found himself remembering his wife, gone 20 years now, his son, who lived far away and rarely called. The sound of the rain against the window mixed with the steady rhythm of the clocks, and for the first time in years, Henry felt alive. On the 5th day, the watch began to tick again. When the woman returned, she listened to the sound with her eyes closed, smiling through her tears. "It is like hearing him again," she whispered. Henry nodded. "Time never really stops," he said. "It just waits for someone to wind it again." She paid him, but before she left, she placed something on the counter, a small envelope. "For you," she said. "You reminded me that some things can still be fixed." After she left, Henry opened it. Inside was a note: "You fixed more than a watch. Thank you." And a single photograph, the young woman as a child, sitting beside a man who looked just like Henry. Same eyes. Same gentle smile. He stared for a long moment, then looked up at the hundreds of clocks surrounding him. They ticked in harmony, a symphony of time reborn. The next morning, he opened the shop early. For the first time in years, he took out a small sign he had kept hidden under the counter. It read, "Now accepting apprentices." Outside, the sun rose over Willow Street, lighting up the golden letters of his sign. Inside, Henry Carter smiled, winding a clock whose song had never truly ended. Because time, like love, only stops when we forget to listen.